This year marks the 100th anniversary of the Reserve Officers Training Corps. Since its inception, over 600,000 officers have earned a commission as a second lieutenant in the United States Army. It has had an immeasurable impact on the lives of countless officers.
I chose ROTC because for me, it's a family affair. My mother's an officer, so is my uncle, and as well as my godfather. So every generation has been an officer, and I felt like it'd only be right if I continued to carry the torch.
I could say my father was prior enlisted, my stepfather was an officer, and I saw that, well, I should be a leader.
I chose ROTC because I want to be a leader, a future officer in the United States Army, and this is one of the greatest programs that can allow you to be a college student at the same time hold responsibilities of the United States Army.
ROTC trains the students to be leaders, so aside from the leadership skills that we gain, we also gain close friendships since we're going through the struggle together.
ROTC assisted me in the fact that every day I have something that ROTC has taught me that helps me get through my day, whether it be time management or just as far as planning ahead.
Founded in 1947, the Virginia State Army ROTC program, better known as the Trojan Warriors, was established as a quartermaster unit with Lieutenant Colonel Robert M. Hendricks serving as the first professor of military science. Since then, the program has produced 1,623 officers for the United States Army. Of these, 8 officers have been promoted to the rank of General Officer, and 3 graduates, First Lieutenant Jesse Boland, First Lieutenant Vassar Hurt, and Captain Jesse Osbach, have given the last full measure of devotion while defending our country. Major Lawrence Booth is officially listed as missing in action as a result of operations conducted during the Vietnam War.
2 years after this program started. The program started in 1947, I came in 1949, and I'm so proud of this school and of the program. I was a professor of military science here for 5 years. Commissioned more than 210 outstanding lieutenants who are now, 3 of them are general officers, more than 55 full colonels, and I stopped counting with lieutenant colonels.
Several of our graduates have earned the rank of General Officer. Among these distinguished men and women are Major General Montague Winfield, who has served as a former Commanding General of the United States Army Cadet Command, and General Dennis Vi, who is the 7th black officer in history to achieve the rank of 4-star general.
It celebrates a 100-year program that's been one of the largest producer of officers for our United States Army. And its 100 years has been in existence. For Virginia State, it's been in existence for 69 years, the program here. And so it has produced over 1,600 officers, 9 of whom have gone on to become general officers in the United States Army. And so it has just been a tremendous program that's been very successful, I think.
So I got to see Virginia State in reference to a lot of other universities. And I would tell you that a few years ago, and I'm not sure, I'm not up on the data today, but I would tell you that they were setting the pace for HBCUs in the area, from everything from performance at the advanced camp to numbers of commissions. And that's, quite frankly, that's revealing itself now with the number of active duty colonels that we physically have on active duty now. So, I mean, there a lot of wonderful things are occurring.
We're excited about the 100th anniversary in Cadet Command. It's the opportunity for us to take all of our 275 host programs and use that as a venue to reach out to all of our ROTC alumni across the nation to come back to their university. In this case, all the alumni at Virginia State have the opportunity to come back and celebrate the 100th anniversary together, continue to build that strong alumni network out there, and for the young cadets to see how we as the Army do celebrations. And because it's the 100th, it's going to be a special one throughout the command.
I think it's pretty significant. There are not a whole lot of organizations or institutions that last 100 years. Army ROTC, I mean, for us, this is an opportunity for us to look into our past while also looking toward the future. And for us, the Army ROTC 100th anniversary is embracing our alumni and bringing them together so our cadets, who are the future of the Army, have an opportunity to engage with the past and the current officers in the military. So for me, it's bringing it full circle.
Virginia State University has 14 colonels currently serving on active duty or in reserve components.
You know, a lot of things happen over your lifetime, but to hit the 100-year anniversary, you know, while I'm still here, are monumental. And a lot's happened in the last 100 years. Look at the number of conflicts we've been in, what's happening in our country, especially coming from a historically black college. So we've seen the first president. I mean, a lot has happened in the last 100 years, and a lot will happen in the next 100 years. So I'm really fortunate to be here to see this and be a part of this.
Tradition, legacy, giving back to those that will follow behind us, and keeping this program being one of the finest, and I would say in the country, and especially putting outstanding cadets into the U.S. Army. Those are just some of the small things that this 100th anniversary means to me.
I would say initially my aunt's rationale, because I ran out of money quite literally when the school semester started, and I just needed to put ramen noodles on the stove, really is what I was focused on. But as I stayed in the military, that shift went from what my aunt initially gave me the idea to go into ROTC, and then do some more research and look at the trials and tribulations and the challenges that my grandfather went through in the early 40s and 50s. And so that really was my focus after I came into the military.
The advice I would give future cadets and young men and women that are thinking about being a part of this great Trojan Warrior Battalion is to embrace the opportunity, embrace the legacy of this ROTC program that so many men and women have graced the ROTC program, that have gone off to do exceptional things for our nation.
The vision for the future of the Trojan Warrior Army ROTC program is to educate and train scholastically, athletically, and ethically unrivaled leaders that are driven to become the very best second lieutenants in the United States Army. Today, Trojan Warrior cadets and our junior ROTC partners stand ready to assume the mantle of leadership that has been cultivated through 100 years of service to our nation. Leadership, excellence, hail state.